They're the defending national champions. But when the nation's longest winning streak was halted last month in Madison, Jim Tressel's Buckeyes rebounded with a vengeance. Now the Bucks find themselves back in the championship hunt, where last year they celebrated the perfect season. Today, in Happy Valley, quarterback Craig Krenzel will try to add to the Buckeyes' storied tradition, while Penn State has a history of its own.
Get to the ball, let's go!
He's got 2 championships, 338 victories, but only 2 wins have come this season. Still, it's Joe Paterno who makes the Lions roar. The home team has won the last 7 times they've played. It's Ohio State and Penn State coming up next on ABC Sports. A spectacular November afternoon in Happy Valley, and on this Halloween weekend, they've turned out in droves for a Big Ten matchup. Come on inside, Joe Paterno. It's Ohio State. The Buckeyes have come to town to take on the Nittany Lions of Penn State.
With the rally in the Valley last night and everything going on, I'd be really concerned if I was Ohio State for some kind of reverse.
Ohio State won the toss, deferred. Penn State receives. They want the ball to Lowry or Humphrey. Lowry out across the 21-yard line. And
Zach Mills, quarterback, Imesville, Maryland, Urbana High School.
Both this week in the indoor facility Thursday, we saw them. They were throwing darts. Here's Zach Mills, throws into the flat. He's got it complete. Penn State's backs and receivers. Here are your starters. You will see a lot of guys moved in and out all day at every position, especially receiver. Austin Scott is the true freshman leading rusher. Leading receiver, Tony Johnson, is suspended for the 2nd straight game. Sean McHugh is solid. On the offensive line, only Levi Brown and Dave Koslow have started every game, and Brown was a defensive tackle. Everybody over 300 pounds except Koslow, who is 280. It's 2nd down and 4. This is Scott. Scott's around the corner and is very close to a Penn State 1st down. Starting lineups defensively for Ohio State. 3 Lombardi Award candidates across the front. Scott, Anderson, and Smith. Frazier took over when Darian Scott graduated. 30 sacks out of the front 7. The linebackers, Reynolds, Puggich, and A.J. Hawk. Boy, Hawk's good. His motor just continues to run. 10 interceptions from the Buckeye defense this year. Dustin Fox has a couple of them, while Gamble is one of the best all-around athletes in the country. Allen and Sally are the safeties.
You remember number 47. He'll have a couple big hits here for us this afternoon.
Play action again on the waggle. Throw it away, and Zach Mills does.
Is all the opposition averages against Ohio State.
2nd down and 10. Austin Scott on the right side picks up a tough 2. Nittany Lions faced with their first 3rd down. They need 8. Out of the gun. Mills. Screen pass. They're not going to get it. Converged on. See if Capinos punts to it. He does. It's a high punt. Jenkins takes it at the 18. Coverage by Penn State, but the tackle's missed. But still, good special teams.
Craig Krenzel, Utica Ford High School, Sterling Heights, Michigan, 20-2 as starting quarterback.
Very smart quarterback who loves to compete. 1st down, end around. Get a look at Gamble. Gamble will play offense and defense. Starting lineups, backs and receivers. Tailback Lydell Ross is the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week after running for 167 yards last week. Santonio Holmes takes over for the injured Drew Carter. They call Michael Jenkins Mr. Clutch, 30 receptions this year. The offensive line is big. They're all over 300 pounds except for Mangold, the sophomore center. He's 280. They've done a nice job protecting Krenzel, but they are still looking for a consistent running game. This has not been an explosive offense most of the year. Here is Ross. Speaking of explosion, look out. Ross is loose. And all the way down to the 38-yard line before Harrell can make the tackle. He met the blocker, didn't get off of it, didn't read the play. Play action, fake to Gamble, looking deep. Krenzel now will tuck it away. They've got him. A loss of 1. Defensively for Penn State, the front 7 has to take it up a notch. Hasn't been very good against the run. The D-line has 3 sophomores and Jay Alford, the redshirt freshman. Chisley will alternate with Rui, and Chisley has 4 sacks. Linebackers getting better. Tolles, Capone, and Wake. You saw Capone didn't get off the block, and Penn State leads the nation in pass defense. Zamitis and Gardner are the cover corners. Zamitis really having a nice year. Israel and Harrell are the safeties. 3-step drop for Krenzel, throws to the out. He's got Holmes, and again, they're all over him.
Zamitis
brings up a 3rd down. Ohio State needs 7. The quick out. Gamble. He's got room. Penn State converges, but I don't think they got there quickly enough. Well, Chris Gamble was involved in over 100 plays in each of the last 4 games last year, so with 4 games remaining, it's time to gamble. We'll see a lot of them. Straight ahead they go, and Penn State converges. State held Ohio State without an offensive touchdown last year, but the Buckeyes won it 13-7. Here's Krenzel, good protection, rolls right. Now he's going to tuck it away, ball's loose. And Penn State almost had it, but Ohio State gets it back. 3rd down, Buckeyes. They need 4. 2 tight ends. Jenkins in motion. Play action. Underneath they go. And they didn't get it. Ryan Hamby made the catch, but is taken down immediately. This will be the 3rd one, I bet, on this drive. Nope, quarterback sneak, and Krenzel gets it himself. Ohio State 24 of 29 in the red zone this year with 17 touchdowns. They give to Ross. He pushes the pile to the 13-yard line. Find out a lot about his young club here today. They're taking a punch in the mouth right here early. Here's Krenzel. Rolls right and throws it away wisely outside the tackle box. Ohio State spreads them sideline to sideline. Empty backfield. Only Krenzel is there. Throws. Holmes at the 2. Santonio Holmes. A gain of 10. 1st down and goal, Buckeyes. Ross. Not going to get there. Ross, right side, touchdown, Buckeyes. Ohio State is on the board. Lydell Ross with a touchdown from 1 yard out.
I'll give you one guess. What play was that?
So with
another power.
Maurice Clarett gone, they've been searching for a running game. Point. Good snap, good hold. And he adds one more. So Ohio State draws first blood. Lydell Ross, 14 plays, 74 yards.
Wear it out.
Mike Nugent kicks off, and this will be Calvin Lowry. 4 yards deep, thinks about it, and then takes a knee.
You got to think with Purdue, Michigan State, Michigan on that schedule, if they went out and somebody loses above them, one of the undefeated, they got a shot.
On the option, Austin Scott. So it brings up 2nd down and 6. Penn State needs to get a drive going here to give the defense a little breather. Here he hits his tight end on a quick little hook. They've got the 1st down. They move it out to the 37-yard line.
And Buckeyes there, as long as the offender does not move that face mask and grab it, that's a nice stiff one.
Former walk-on that took over last year. Here's the option again. Not much. Austin Scott picks up a tough
run, man. Just get to the ball.
2nd down and 8. Here comes Zach Mills. He's got a blocker. Cuts inside. Look out. Mills out to midfield. He's got the 1st down. 1st down, Nittany Lions. Trying to get into Ohio State territory for the first time this afternoon. Here's Humphrey. Humphrey in.
Was right on in there and knocked the ball out.
2nd down and 8. Again, Scott has nowhere to run. Loses a couple of yardage. Mills with time throws deep, and it's caught.
The over the top is open in that cover 2.
1st down option. Austin Scott around the corner, and he's inside the 20. Out of the gun, Mills. Little pass inside to McHugh. Sean McHugh's inside the 10, to the 5, McHugh to the 3. Sean McHugh, the 5th-year senior so far. This has looked like the Penn State, Ohio State games of old. 1st down and goal. Austin Scott can't shake loose, and again, it's Nate Sally. 30 seconds remain in the 1st period. 2nd down and goal for Penn State. Mills throws it away. Did they mark him down?
Get him out of the pocket.
3rd down and goal. Looking in the end zone. Needs help. Throws to the corner. Touchdown, Sean McHugh. And how about Zach Mills? Zach is back. Completion,
no question.
Throwing it away. The extra point attempt by Kimball is good. 12 seconds remain in the first. We're tied at 7. And how about this pass and catch? Mills to McHugh. Temperatures have been spectacular. Yesterday 75, today right in the mid-60s. Kimball's kick is just out of here.
14 plays in that first drive. Young defense getting some rest over there.
Krenzel with plenty of time as he rolls right. Now gets a little bit of pressure, and the ball is batted away. But
his front four making some things happen.
Brandon Joe comes in. He's in the backfield now. Tries to slip out as Krenzel goes around the right corner. Krenzel gets a block and is knocked out of bounds. That's the end of the first 15 minutes. The first quarter comes to an end, and we are tied. Ohio State 7, Penn State 7 in State College.
Some kind of draw. Somebody's got to stay home on the defensive front.
Krenzel's got plenty of time. Throws to home, but throws behind him. All right, John, not much defense for Oklahoma State. I think this is the year that Oklahoma does take them and takes them rather handily. This punt gets a great Ohio State bounce that takes you all the way down inside the 11. A 63-yard punt. First down, Penn State. 14:45 to play in the first half. Deadlocked at 7. Pitch back. Not much on the corner.
His dad has been there for him every step of the way, and today he made Dad proud.
Sure did. Here's Austin Scott again.
Not only for his on the field, how he plays, but what he does in practice in the meeting room.
Penn State has third down and long. Mills steps up. He's under pressure. Throws the out pattern incomplete. They'll have to punt it away here. Capino standing back in his end zone, and Jenkins is extremely dangerous as a return guy. This is a good punt, a high punt. Jenkins takes it at the 38. He's got speed. He's looking for the wall, but great coverage by Penn State.
Already looked better. Guys are covering harder, plus Leslie did a great job of running by his blocker that time. Great hustle.
First down, Buckeyes. And the Buckeyes have been extremely strong offensively today. Here they run again. Straight up the middle. And Lydell Ross is close to another first down. Second down and 1. Ross stutter steps and gets across midfield. Has enough for the first. He's
still in there. He's the one pulling. Adrian Clark must be tired from all the pulling he's doing.
Ross, big hole. Cuts to the outside. Look out. First down, Buckeyes.
They're just going to wear this play out until Penn State stops it.
Ross, 8 carries, 60 yards. He's got another big hole. Picks up a chunky yardage there. Well,
and if they get to the second level, nobody's home.
Ross trying to get outside. Breaks the tackle and gets to the 30. The Buckeyes need a long 2. Throws the out. Pattern intercepted. Look out. Zamitis. He's got room. Only Krenzel to get him. He goes by Krenzel, and Zamitis is gone. Touchdown, Penn State. A 78-yard interception return, and Zamitis, who leads the Big Ten with 16 passes defended, has his 4th interception of the year and his 2nd touchdown. David Kimball's extra point is good. And on Halloween weekend, it's frightening in here. All week long, the people in State College, Pennsylvania, have been saying upset. They feel the upset, and Zamitis is trying to make it happen.
Expect him to make big plays, and that was humongous.
David Kimball again puts this one out of here. It goes through the uprights, and the crowd goes crazy. Well, let's say this.
Broke right underneath, and they made a great move on Krenzel for the touchdown.
Here's Ross, power, right side. Carries tacklers ahead for 4.
You see how young they are, but they do have talent. It's not like the cupboard is bare right now.
Second down and 6. Ross spins, and he's going nowhere.
Not sure that he needs to here, but maybe just to get that crowd involved even more.
Out of the gun, Krenzel steps up, and now the whistle stops the play against Ohio State.
Prior to the snap, delay of game, offense. 5 yards.
Well, we won 2 national titles. 3rd down and 12. Pressure. And down goes Krenzel. Phillips got there first along with Gino Capone. Andrew comes on to punt. His last punt was 63 yards. This will be Humphrey, who has to come up to get it, gets it on the run, and returns it to the 45-yard line. So Penn State. Hawk shows blitz. They come. Ball's loose, incomplete.
It's hard. It's a hard plastic surface. You got to get your hands in front of the ball.
So that changes things for Mills. He throws a little swing pass, and Austin Scott goes down. Just tripped. Brutus putting on a show for the folks here in Happy Valley as Zach Mills throws a strike to Gerald Smith, and
yes,
he knocked that ball loose.
And knocked the receiver out.
That's a good aggressive play, though, by the DB. So anyway, it's 1st down, and Zach Mills loses yardage on what was...
With blue collar, old school, that's the way I want to play.
2nd down and 12. Donnie Johnson comes into the ball game. Mills throws a strike. And Lukac is out close to another 1st down. He's got 3 catches. 3rd down and 1. They need a yard. They're not going to get it. Tony Hunt is hit immediately. A 42-yard field goal attempt now by David Kimball. He's got a strong leg, but this is a long one. He's got plenty of distance. And Kimball nails it.
Kimball, the senior, taking over for the struggling Robbie Gold, a senior from State College Area High School right here in State College.
David Kimball from 42 yards, and this one could have been good from 60. Say, hey, listen, we're overdue. They've been giving Joe all kinds of problems here in State College, especially the writers, and they came out today ready to play football. Penn State leads 17-7. 1st down, Ohio State. Ross looking for openings and can't find much, but picks up 3. Buckeyes need 7 on 2nd down. Krenzel throws on the slant, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7. You saw Bradley call into his defense. No blitz. Throw to the tight end. Hartsock has a 1st down for the Buckeyes. Krenzel, Power, Ross, 3. That's it.
But the linebacker coming up and meeting that fullback.
2nd down and 6 for Krenzel. The ball's knocked away and almost intercepted by LeVon Chisley. 3rd down.
Watch a little zone blitz look here from Tom Bradley.
They need 6. Krenzel's being pressured and throws deep, incomplete. They brought Derek Tolles on the blitz. Looks like he's going to be okay. Ohio State has to punt it away. It's a high knuckleball. Maurice Humphrey takes it at the 16. Breaks the tackle. Humphrey's got speed. But so does Hawk.
Oh, he sure does.
And it's 1st down, Penn State. 2:01 to play in the 1st half. Good backside pressure and the sack by Will Smith. 9.5 sacks now for the senior captain. 2nd down and 17 for the Nittany Lions. Little shuffle pass. Need a block. They get a block. Out across the 30. Not enough for the 1st. John Terry Craig.
Difference as you look at those yardage was minus a 78-yard interception return on a Craig Krenzel out pattern.
Needs 6 for the 1st. Humphrey's got the pass, and it's a 1st down.
Scrambling and throwing it away.
Under a minute to play, 1st half. Stands in the pocket and throws, almost intercepted.
78-yard return for a touchdown that time.
2nd down and 10 for Mills. Here's Humphrey. Sidesteps 1. 3rd down, they need 9. Mills with the count. 3-step drop, pumps, and looks deep. He's going for Humphrey and throws it out of bounds.
Now they don't have to use a timeout. Has gone to the locker room. They'll have plenty of time to mount a drive here.
Michael Jenkins watches this one go inside the 10. Wow. Takes a big bounce, and Penn State Downs it at the 3.
What a kick. The special teams have played. That's really what's been beating them in their 2-6 start.
Quarterback sneak. So the first half comes to an end at Beaver Stadium, and more than 100,000 show their approval of what's taken place for the Nittany Lions thus far, and Joe thanking the crowd for being so instrumental. We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we'll take you back to Times Square Stadium in Manhattan, where John, Terry, and Craig will update you on all the big games throughout the country throughout the intermission. Ohio State will have the ball first here in the second half. Kimball's kick. This one may be returnable. No, but Ohio State.
This may be a little bit of a change that may be beneficial through the second half for Ohio State.
I saw you over there talking to one of the all-time great Ohio State Buckeyes, Jim Lachey, at halftime. So you don't think this is a bad thing? What is Scott McMullen, 6'3", 215-pound senior, certainly experienced. Second down and only 2 needed. Ross straight ahead. He's not going to get there. Quarterback sneak. And Scott McMullen got the first. Only the 19th meeting between these two schools. Penn State leads the series 10 games to 8. The home team has won the last 7 times. McMullen lets it fly. He's got it complete. And Holmes is all the way down inside the 30. So you say he's one of those guys. I'm out fighting here in the second half. I'll pick up a 38. First down, Ohio State. Ross around the right corner. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, greeted there rather rudely. Ross, he's the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week after running for 167 yards last week against Indiana. Here he is, big hole. Breaks the tackle and gets down to the 25-yard line. This is the way the Buckeyes started the game. First possession, a very methodical long drive. Here is third down, they need 5. McMullen looks to the end zone. Flags fly.
In Northwestern.
Holding on the defense against an eligible receiver. That's a 10-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Penn State has only 9 turnovers all year. They're not forcing turnovers. They need one here. Ohio State on a good drive. Stutter step by Ross. Gets to the corner. Turns it up, but he's hit after a gain of about 3. Second down, and they need 7. Ross inside the 10.
Looks like he's bringing it from the outside.
Buckeyes need 4 for the first. Flanker screen. Breaks the tackle. Gets down to the 5, and I may have gotten it. Chris Campbell shook the first tackler.
He'll go for it. Well, you're down 10.
That much. Inches. Quarterback sneaks, got the first down. McMullen with that big body. That move tells you right there how talented they are, because I think Stepanovich is one of the best centers in the country. McMullen with plenty of time rolls right and runs into trouble. Now he throws to the end zone. Touchdown, and a flag flies.
Illegal touching by an eligible receiver who went out of bounds. He came back in. He was first to touch the football. Penalty is launching down at the previous spot.
Like its first drive, the Buckeyes have eaten up 6 minutes of the clock. To the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. McMullen throws a strike to Jenkins, and the Buckeyes close the gap.
That's a big body. Jenkins at 6'5", shook him like he might go over the top, and that was a great route.
And Nugent's extra point is good. So the 10-point lead is cut to 3.
Think going over top, right inside for the slant.
9:17 to play in the third period. Scott McMullen comes in and throws a strike to his star. It's Calvin Lowry, and he has absolutely nowhere to run. He's not going to get back to the 20.
So they're not a dark horse. They're sitting on top. And they've got the games to win that thing out.
Straight ahead goes Penn State, and there's not much there.
Puts them in a position where they can't take too much of a risk against this great defense.
Well, they need 13 and go with a running play, and the crowd doesn't like that. They lose yardage again. They need 13 for the first. Throw to the outside. It's complete. First down, Penn State. Was he in bounds? Yes. So they pick up 16 when they needed 13. It's first down, Penn State. I think his knee touched down at the 30-yard line. Second down and 6 out of the eye. They run the option. Mills hit and hit hard before he could even read the option. Third down and 9.
Ohio State now snuck up on the line of scrimmage.
And it's against Penn State. You know,
if I were a fan of Penn State and went to school, I'd be a little upset.
Mills throws complete. First down. Roughing the passer.
Automatic first down.
He's bought all the time in the world, and they will be good next year. But I can understand the frustration.
I think they're spoiled. I think every team in the country goes through this. Mills has to throw it away. I mean, Notre Dame's going through it. Second down and long. They need 10 for the first. Here comes Mills, the end around. Ohio State's all over it. They're going to lose yardage. But it's third down and 14. Out of the gun. Mills. Dangerous pass.
Oh, yeah.
Flags fly for the end.
But A.J. Hawk got there on Kranchik. Just even though Hawk is supremely fast, very difficult.
He had those 4 catches against Wisconsin. First down, Penn State. Look for a hole in the middle. They've got one. It's Austin Scott. And Scott's out. Mills on 2nd and 5. Throws, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Dustin Fox, his 3rd of the year. And here he is again. First down and 10 for the Buckeyes. And throws behind Hartsock. They need 10 on 2nd down. Hall. And Hall bounces outside and picks up a yard. But they made the play. Third down and 9. Longest third down for McMullen yet. And he almost throws the pick.
Duke.
Ohio State has to give it back here to Humphrey, and Humphrey lets it hit. Special teams for Penn State, which has played well. Told his staff that his dad was a boxer, but they need to eat up some of the clock, give the defense a rest. Hunt in the ball game now, tailback. They try to throw out of the backfield. They do. Jack Mills has gone cold. He needs to step up and make a throw. Flags fly. Pressure's coming. He's out of the tackle box. And he runs it out to the 17-yard line. And it's against the Nittany Lions. Just get it off. This is not a really good punt. But it takes a Penn State bounce. First down Buckeyes with great field position, trailing by 3. Ross bounces outside, picks up a couple of yards. Got that big bullseye on your back. Second down and 8. Penn State's played well today. Here's McMullen, throws to Hartsock, and Hartsock to the 45-yard line. So 15 minutes remain. Penn State leads by 3. ABC Sports presentation of college football will return after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash.
The first possession for the Buckeyes this half, Jenkins had a 4-yard touchdown pass from McMullen to make it 17-14 after an 80-yard drive. And here goes McMullen now, and Penn State bats it away.
Defensive line coach have done a great job so far.
Lowry will look at this ball and take it at the 16-yard line.
And has had a great year.
Mills, end around, looks for a block. Gets through the 20 and pushes it out to the 23-yard line.
Breaking that record,
Boy,
Charles Rogers set just last year.
I think Johnny Majors looks like he designed that play years ago. Tony Hunt with his first carry. This is third down and 1. Out of the gun. I don't know why he started so far back when they only needed 1 yard.
Did he fight to get that, though?
He got the first.
Wow.
Zach Mills playing his heart out tonight. First down, Penn State. Play action, good fake by Mills this time. It throws a strike. Humphrey's got another first down, and the Nittany Lions are on the move. The freshman who gets his second start here in place of the suspended Tony Johnson. Mills goes to the outside this time and looks for another freshman, Donnie Johnson. But
it's hard. It's Halloween weekend, and my wife has my daughters. One is in Ohio State cheerleading outfit. The other's in Penn State. So
that's an All-American working on a freshman. It brings up a 3rd down and 10, and there's movement everywhere.
Prior to the snap, offside with contact on the defense. 5 yards, still 3rd down.
And I guess you win whoever wins tonight, right there?
Exactly.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
3rd down for Mills, and he does it again. What a gutty performance by Zach Mills today, coming back from that knee injury. 19 of 29, over 200 yards. The pitch back to Upton, and he's hit immediately. Loses yardage.
On 3rd long, Zach's going to make a big play.
2nd down and 14. Look out. Sets up the screen. It's perfect. Here's McHugh, and McHugh is close to another 1st down. And folks, he almost broke it.
He waited forever before he threw that fullback screen.
And McHugh picks up a yard. Well, he's got to fill the gap and take on any of the running lanes. Here's Mills again. Waits a long time and then throws incomplete, intended for Lukac.
They've got to be thinking 1st down, and here comes the pressure from D'Antonio, defense coordinator of Ohio State.
Here they come. He needs 9. Throws over the middle.
Oh, you got to throw it. Oh, boy. 42-yarder. It's career long. It's the only one he's ever kicked. He's got plenty of leg.
Good snap. Good hold. Kimball's got distance. From 48 yards out, he splits the sticks. And Kimball adds 3 more for the Nittany Lions.
Good for him. 7. With the ball in his hands. Get this out of the end zone.
He does.
This guy's amazing.
It's through the uprights again.
He's 3 for 3 now.
Beaver Stadium. And they're all on their feet, and it's deafening. 1st down for McMullen. Throws a strike to Hartsock, and they move the chains. Or do they? No, he's short of the 1st down.
But he's put up some really impressive numbers catching the ball this year.
2nd down and 3. Ross. 1st down, Buckeyes. Ross straight ahead, tripped up, and 1st possession of the 2nd half. But Kimball of Penn State has just hit a 48-yarder to make it 2014 Nittany Lions. And they sack McMullen. Craig Krenzel was hurt near the end of the 1st half. It brings up 3rd down and 13. McMullen's got plenty of time and looks deep. Intercepted by Penn State, no.
Fresh, they have played great.
B.J. Sander gets off a high tail wagger. This ball is called for the fair catch and dropped.
But Tom Bradley, the defensive coordinator, and Fran Ganner, the offensive coordinator for Penn State, have called beautiful games.
Well, they pick up the blitz here on the quarterback draw. Zach Mills, who has been spectacular. Zach Mills here, 20 of 32, 214 yards, the touchdown. And he has been spectacular in this game. Penn State leading 20-14. Mills in trouble. Does he throw it away? Yes. But Penn State's defense has been sensational. 6:54 to play in the ball game. Zach Mills looks a little slow coming around the corner, but breaks the tackle and gets to the 39 all afternoon. 3rd down and long. Backside pressure. Mills throws out of bounds.
And that's been one of the biggest problems for this offense.
Campanos gets off a nice high punt. Jenkins takes it at the 17. Reverses his field and gets out to the 27. 5:55 to play. Penn State leads 20-14. Big possession here for the Buckeyes. Swing pass. Ross breaks a tackle and gets out to the 35. Mo Hall is now your tailback. McMullen. He's got the 1st down. They bring the blitz. Hit Hartsock, and Hartsock picks up maybe 2.5.
Bradley has been guessing right all day.
Calvin Lowry, a young one, comes in at safety. They throw that way, and there's a completion and a 1st down.
You got Bam Childress, Jenkins in the slot. A lot of guys for McMullen to look at.
McMullen scrambles to the 40, to the 39-yard line. 3:24 remaining in the ball game. 20-14, Penn State. McMullen in for the injured Krenzel, and they don't get the first. 3rd down and 3 for the defending national champs. McMullen with time over the middle. 1st down, Buckeyes. 1st down and 10. 5-step drop, double loads. This ball is complete. Look out. Holmes is loose. And Holmes is down to the 15.
Late in this ball game, they missed the PI on Kranchik as well.
McMullen chased out. He's got room. Down to the 11-yard line. Goes out of bounds. Stop. They need 5. McMullen looks right, throws that way. Down to the 5-yard line. McMullen in for Krenzel. Looks to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Michael Jenkins with a terrific catch, and that's why they call him Mr. Clutch.
Now Jenkins had that huge catch last year against Purdue on 4th and 1. Mismatch. Zamitis is 6'2", Jenkins 6'5", and he just takes it away. Zamitis could not get his head around, and that's just...
Good snap, good hold. The Buckeyes lead by 1 with 1:35 to play.
Penn State needs a big one out of Zach Mills now.
But Penn State has no timeouts left. Coming up next as soon as this one is over.
Don't write off the Cougars. They've got an awfully good defensive front.
Calvin Lowry's going to bring it back. Looks for a hole and gets out to the 18.
So you're thinking about 45-yard line, and you can take a shot on the plus side of the field.
They need some 1st downs. Underneath they go.
Go, you got to hustle.
14. Gets him up and goes. Mills, backside pressure. Incomplete. Right through the arms of Humphrey. You have 2 plays to get the first. The clock does stop when you get a 1st down and move the chains. Over the middle they go. Kranchik has the first. Clock stops. Offensive line, as young as it is, really has to protect now. Little swing pass. Out of bounds they go with it. 53 seconds left. Backside pressure. Mills throws. He's got Kranchik again. Up across the 40.
Well, and the official kept the clock running because Kranchik was the right call by the official, though. Kranchik's forward momentum was stopped.
Down to 30 seconds. Not enough for the first.
4th down. Get going.
15 seconds. Mills, 1st down. Penn State still on his feet. Out of bounds goes Kranchik.
Oh, boy.
With 5 seconds.
Well, and Gamble's backing off. Boy, the out route's going to be there if they want it.
5 seconds to work. They got to go with a quick out. They've got it.
Oh, Gamble backed off. For David Kimball, both from State College Area High School.
Ohio State 21, Penn State 20. 2 seconds left. Kimball's on to attempt a 60-yarder to win it for Penn State. Good snap. Good hold.
Oh, he missed it. Oh,
just short and off to the right. He almost had it.
He lifted a little bit. I think he was worried about what we were talking about, driving it. He got his foot under the ball, just a touch.
Watch how close this is. Just short and to the right.
I think he was worried about what we were talking about, Tim, about driving the ball, and I think he maybe compensated a little bit and got a little too far underneath it.
And so for the first time in Joe Paterno's career at Penn State, the Nittany Lions have lost 5 games in a row. The Nittany Lions go to 2-7. For the Ohio State Buckeyes, ranked 6th in the BCS, the Buckeyes go to 8-1, 4-1 in the Big Ten. Their only loss to Wisconsin 17-10 3 weeks ago in the rain. 21-20. The Buckeyes beat the Nittany Lions of Penn State. We'll be back to Happy Valley, which is not so happy right now after this.